Hey guys, I want to introduce a video. What's going on? From James Middendorff. He's posted on his channel. I'm posting it on my channel, and the link to his channel will be below. And you can watch it there. James is a subject matter expert in voice over IP, so please pay careful attention to what he says. Sub his channel because he does know what he's talking about. If you have questions about this stuff, please don't ask here. Sub his channel or ask the questions on his channel so he can reply, as opposed to me forwarding the question to him so he can reply. Get it? Got it? Thanks.
Hey everybody, this is James and we're going to go over the RasPBX tonight. This is a Raspberry Pi distribution of FreePBX and Asterisk that I want to show you how to upgrade this system and actually set it up to connect to your Google Voice account to use that Google Voice account as your home phone number. So let's get started. That we want to go over to start with. First, you have to have a Raspberry Pi. You have to have an SD card to put in that Raspberry Pi. You'll need to hook it up to a monitor and a keyboard, of course. Next, you'll want to grab the latest image from the RasPBX website, and I'm going to attempt to put that link inside the video. If I cannot figure out how to do it because I am a beginner in all of this, I will put it inside the show notes. So the second step in this is once you grab the image, next you're going to burn the image to the Raspberry Pi SD card using an application that I use, Etcher. There's a ton of them out there. I believe Etcher is cross-platform. Windows, Linux, and Mac, so it should hit everything. Once you burn the image onto the SD card, slide it into the Raspberry Pi, boot the Raspberry Pi up. The first thing I do is I run raspiconfig, which I will have these notes inside the show notes of the video. So once I do that, I change the password, change the locale, change my time zone, change the keyboard settings, go to the advanced section, and expand the file system, then I reboot. Next, I log into the system with my new password, and I use nano because it's very simple. I type nano /etc/dhcpcd.conf. I go in there, I set up a new section for interface 0, add my static IP address, and again, I'm going to put these notes inside the comment section, or not the comment section, but the show notes area. I add the static IP address, static routers, static domain name servers, then I reboot. After I reboot, check the internet. Should have, I ping my gateway or something like that. Next, I run RasPBX-upgrade. Once that runs through, I reboot again. And after that, we can finally get into the FreePBX portion of this setup. So, first thing we do is we need to set a username. So we're going to use admin for this one. We're going to set a password for the admin. Add it in twice. Then we're going to add the admin email address. Okay, and now we create account. And we're into FreePBX now. Once we click on the FreePBX admin section, we have to log in with the admin, or the username and password you just created. Alright, we make sure our time zone and everything is correct. Click submit. Okay, now we're in FreePBX. As a habit, if I see apply config up there, for some reason when I do this, I have to hit apply config. I don't know if it's technically necessary or not, but I always do. We're in the FreePBX dashboard right now. We can see everything going on with the system. Next, I go in, I click on admin, then I go to module admin, click on standard, and I do unsupported as well. Check online. And what this is doing is going out to the FreePBX servers, looking for any updates to the modules that we may have. So now I usually click everything, whatever's up there, and then I do upgrade all. And then you hit process after that to process the upgrades. Confirm all of the upgrades. And now we wait for it to download and install all of the upgrades. So now we are done downloading and upgrading all of the FreePBX modules in the system. If you look up here, we do have Certificate Manager was not upgraded because we were not at 14.0.3 on the FreePBX version, which that happened during our upgrade. So we are going to click return, and then we are going to do another process. Let's do check online. Okay, so let's click upgrade all and then process one more time. Now Certificate Manager will be upgraded. And we're done with that fairly quickly. So we'll click return, apply config. Okay, so you'll see here the system updates tab. This is when you're running a full-blown Linux distribution, the CentOS version, the Sangoma version of FreePBX. You can click on system updates and perform all the updates from there. On RasPBX, you cannot do that. You have to use the RasPBX-upgrade command to do it. So we are finally done with everything here. We can do a check online one more time just to make sure. Okay, so even up to date. We'll do upgrade all and a process and nothing there. So we're good. Now, inside of FreePBX, we are actually going to be using an application called Chan Motif. I call it Motif. I'm not sure what the exact pronunciation of. This is how we connect Google Voice to it. There has been an issue, and what I found is we can add this channel here and go through with the current version that's listed on FreePBX. This version of RasPBX anyway. We can go to module admin, and we can scroll to connectivity, and we see it's at 13.0.3.2. I have tried this over and over, and every time I have put my Google Voice credentials inside the Chan Motif Google Voice connectivity section, it does not work. It doesn't build the outbound trunks. It doesn't build the inbound trunks. So nothing is actually working when I do this. So I did a little digging, and I found that you need to actually upgrade Chan Motif inside of FreePBX. And the way to do that is you open up your browser and you go to the Chan Motif GitHub. So and I'll list this inside the show notes as well. Click on the GitHub for FreePBX motif. Click clone or download and download zip file. Once you have it downloaded, you can go back to your FreePBX system, go to module admin, admin, module admin, scroll to, oh, my bad, go to upload modules. Under type, change that to upload from hard disk, and then click on choose file. Go to where you downloaded the zip file, and there it is. Click upload from hard disk. You'll see module uploaded successfully. You need to enable the module using local module administration to make it available. So we have uploaded it, but we haven't told the system to start using it yet. So let's click on this blue area here for local module administration. We scroll to connectivity, click on the caret or the greater than symbol to expand the Google Voice Chan Motif section. And now you see upgrade to 13.0.4 and enable. So we click on that button, scroll to the top, click process, click confirm, wait a while for it to do its thing. Alright, we're all finished. Now we click return, click apply config, and now we should have the latest version of Chan Motif inside RasPBX. Now we go up to connectivity, click on Google Voice, we'll click add, and now you can go in, add your Google Voice number, so put your phone number in, put your Google Voice or your Google Voice username. If you see here, it tells you if you don't apply the @ domain, they will append at gmail.com. That is another gotcha that I have seen. If I put in just my Google Voice username, it did not work. I had to put in at gmail.com. Next, you can enter plain text or OAuth 2 if you have that set up. Then make sure configure trunk is set up. Make sure configure outbound routes is there. By default, it's going to tell you it's going to want to turn off Google Voice voicemail. So if you want your RasPBX system to handle the voicemail for these calls, make sure that is set to no. Always answer IVR mode. You can just leave that on if you want. Leave it set to no. Follow the defaults. You have to have a Google Voice status message. I usually change mine to just say RasPBX. Leave the priority at 127 and click submit. You should be good to go. I will actually pause the video right now and I will put in my information and we will go from there. Okay, so now we go back in, we click edit on the trunk, And we see down here under status, we are connected. So we are now connected to Google Voice with FreePBX. We go back to connectivity. We can see outbound routes. They were set up automatically to match the Google Voice account. We'll click on dial patterns, and we see in there that we have 10-digit and 11-digit dialing set up to go out. So we're good there. Go back to connectivity, and we click inbound route, and we have to add an inbound route. So under description, we can add Google Voice inbound. DID number, I always set it to be my Google Voice number. I usually leave caller ID number alone, and we are good for that. We will come back and set a destination for now. We don't have one set up. So we click submit, apply config. Okay. Next, we actually need a way for that Google Voice number to come into your system, and we need it to do something. So we go to applications, extensions, and now we'll create a new extension. Add PJ-SIP extension. That's the latest one. Or not the latest, but that's the latest SIP channel that Asterisk is using these days. We'll create a new extension. We'll create 100. Display name 100. You see FreePBX automatically generates a secret. Since this is going to be a test, and I'm going to actually remove this SD card and put in another one that is already configured, we're just going to change this to be RasPBX 1 on it, just to make it easy. We click submit, and then we click apply config. Now we can go back to connectivity and go to our inbound route. We can edit the inbound route that we created, and we can go to set destination, and we can choose extension 100. Click submit. Now click apply config, and we should be good to go. So now what we want to do is add in, I'm going to log into the FreePBX server, the RasPBX server, with a soft phone on my iPhone. The name of it is Grandstream Wave. You can search for it on the iPhone, the App Store, or on the Google Play Store if you want. I'm going to create an account. I'm going to add the static IP of the RasPBX server. The SIP user ID, I'm going to put it 100 in. The password, we are going to go back to make sure that I put the right password in. Okay. My phone is connected, and we can double check that by going to dashboard. or not. Connectivity, extensions. There we go. Now we can see we have one user online. If you notice right here, it does not see the Chan motif, the Google Voice channel, as a trunk that would be online. So don't worry if you don't see in this FreePBX statistics area, if you see this as trunks online 0, you're not going to see it that way. The way Google Voice works is it's not a normal SIP channel. So FreePBX really doesn't watch it. But you can always go back to connectivity, Google Voice motif. Click on edit of your channel. Scroll down and you should see it connected. And you'll know that you're connected. Alright, give me 1 second and I will call my Google Voice number and you'll be able to hear my cell phone ring on the software, on the GrandStream Wave software. Hello, hello. Testing 1 2 1 2. Test test test. Testing 1 2 1 2. And there you have it. So, in short, we have downloaded the RasPBX software, put it on an SD card, put it in the Raspberry Pi, upgraded the image, upgraded all of the modules, then went in and manually upgraded the Google Voice Chan motif module in FreePBX, configured a Google Voice Chan motif trunk, set up an extension, and was able to take a call inbound from the Google Voice account. The only thing we need to do is dial out of the Google Voice account using one of those 10-digit dialing codes that we had, not dialing code, but an outbound route that was built. So I will go to my GrandStream Wave soft phone again, and I will click on dial, and it'll call my other number. Test, test, test. Testing 1 2 1 2. And there you have it. So now you can have free inbound, outbound, national calling for as far as I know, this is for the United States. I don't know if they have numbers outside of the United States, but free inbound, outbound. You can have a home phone. You can tie this to old cell phones, anything like that, using the GrandStream Wave soft phone. I use the Lin phone software as well. You can actually take this RasPBX's Raspberry Pi phone system, and you can add multiple extensions, and you can just buy SIP phones that are pretty cheap. I think you can get some for around $60-70, and you can put a couple of these in your house and use this as a home phone. Alright, thank you very much. If you guys like the channel, please click subscribe, please click like, and let me know if you guys have any comments or questions, and I will try to answer them. Let me know if you have any video ideas that you would like to see regarding GrandStream products or FreePBX products. Alright, thank you very much.